Kristen coming at you from a Wishful plan. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I plan to set up my moon journal for the rest of this year. I will kind of be taking a planner that I thought I was going to be using for my lineup this year and repurposing it for this moon journal. So stay tuned with me and I will show you exactly how I plan to set this up. Let's see here. You can kind of see a little of everything. So we are back on my white desk. This was kind of set aside as a secondary desk in our office. So a lot of my videos have been on our wood desk, which is now my husband's desk across the office. So from now on, you'll see my pretty white desk again. I think it'll be really nice to have that back. This is my mini happy planner, my Boho Deep Tones mini happy planner. It should look pretty familiar to you if you have seen my mini happy planner setup towards the beginning of the year. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and click here and you can see that entire setup video for how I was going to be using it for the rest of this year. However, since the year began, and I am who I am when it comes to trying to stay in planners, I have moved into my traveler's notebook for that. So all of my daily planning and lists and stuff have been transferred over into my traveler's notebook. So now I don't have to use my mini happy planner for that. So essentially I was just trying to figure out how else to use this planner because I didn't want to go out and buy a new planner when I had one that was perfectly fine, just hanging out in my stash now. So this Boho Deep Tones Mini Happy Planner will now become my moon journal. And I am one that likes to track the phases of the moon, and I'm a moon child, I guess you can say. So a part of that is building my moon journal. Most of the times I see these done in like traveler's notebooks or something of that type, but I'm going to try it in my mini happy planner, and I couldn't think of anything better than this mini happy planner that's got the constellations and all of the different moon phases already in it and all the quotes. So I just moved right into this. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up my moon journal today. And by doing that, I'm going to have a few sections. One is going to be for my workbooks. I get a full moon workbook and a new moon workbook every month. March will be a little bit different because there's 2 full moons in March. So I signed up for Spirit Daughter. If you don't know who they are, definitely go check them out if you're into this kind of stuff. I'll put the link down below and you can sign up for a subscription to get the workbooks, and they come both print and digital. I get the digital version so I can have them on my Kindle. I just download them right into my Kindle, and then now I can also print them off, scale them down, and add them to my moon journal. So let's go ahead and get started. I have already deconstructed this mini happy planner from what it was. So again, go check out that mini happy planner setup to see how I had it set up for a personal on-the-go planner. There's still some really great tips in that video. However, I'm going to reconstruct it to be a journal instead of a planner. So by doing that, I've taken out all of the budget, I've taken out the gratitude, and I now have different pieces that we're going to put in. So I'm going to keep this hello page. I just find that it's so pretty. With the 2-page year-at-a-glance spread. These are going to remain in here. I do like having that at-a-glance kind of view in here. So behind this first tab, or behind this first section, I have relabeled all of my dashboards that I use as dividers, and I've labeled this one as full moon. I don't know if you can see that. This is full moon. I have used this label maker to do all of my labels with. It's kind of big, but I love it. And it's a Brother P-Touch, but essentially it looks like this. It looks like a little keyboard. And I think we got this off of Amazon. And to reload the ink or the little labels, you just have this cartridge that pops in and out. So right now I have clear labels in there, but you can get different colors if you so wish. So that is my label maker, and that is what I have used to label all of my dashboards. So like I said, the first section will be for full moon. So let me grab my full moon workbook, and this is basically what it looks like. It's a great read, and it kind of tells you all the details about the moon, and then it gives you this little workbook section in the back of questions to answer and things to reflect on. So this is for the full moon from Spirit Daughter, the workbook from Spirit Daughter. And then I'll have a section for new moon. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to pop this right behind the full moon because the full moon is actually happening first. And then my new moon workbook. And I've just printed these out on regular printer paper. So I'll pop the new moon workbook in here. There's a lot of pages with this one. Alright, and then behind that section, I'm going to place this tab divider. It says calendar on it to indicate my calendar pages. Now my calendar pages for my 2-month monthly spread will become a lunar calendar tracker. So this is where I will put in when the full moon and the new moon and the quarter moons all in between, and any extra notes that I need from my workbooks. So that's what these pages will be used for. And then the weekly pages within the planner will be used for journal or note pages, anything that I'm needing to track. Again, if I need additional space from those workbook pages, that kind of stuff will go in here, or how I'm feeling, kind of a mood tracking kind of thing in here as well. So I'm going to label this journal instead of like today or this week or whatever. It'll just say journal. This has my one little word, or my word of the year for this year, which is yes. Then after the monthly pages and the weekly pages, kind of back, I guess I'll just flip the whole thing. This last section is going to be for notes. And basically all that's going to be back here are these pages for lined and graph paper. I plan to jot down notes. I have a book that I pre-ordered that will be coming to me that kind of falls in line with all of this moon phaseology, I guess to say the least, and astrology and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be taking notes, and then if I wanted to do any like quote journaling or anything like that, I can use the grid paper. So I'm going to just pop these right back in the back. And that will complete my moon journal. So let's just do a quick flip through to kind of show you how it all sits together. So again, I've got my title page as well as my year at a glance for the 2 years within this happy planner. Then the first section says full moon, and that's where my full moon workbook lies. Again, it's just scaled down, printed out, and punched for this. Then I have my new moon workbook, which is right here, kind of the same thing. Then I have a calendar tab, which will indicate my lunar calendar. I have a journal tab, which will indicate my journaling section that I'm currently in. And then and I only have 3 months in here because I don't need to plan too far ahead. And then my notes section in the back, which has lined as well as graph paper. So that's it. That is the moon journal that I have created out of my mini happy planner. So I hope this was helpful and kind of beneficial for those of you who are looking to moon journal, as I like to call it. And I've been doing a lot of research on trying to figure out how to moon journal and some of the best ways that other people are doing it. There's not really a lot of information out there, so I think to each their own. And this is how I plan to track it, at least for the meantime. Things may change. I did have it in my traveler's notebook, but I figured having it in a separate journal all on its own might be nice to just leave by the side of my bed. So again, if you thought this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I hope this kind of helped you think of how else you can use a happy planner or a mini happy planner in a different way. They are so flexible, and like I showed you, you can take a planner and create it into a journal or just about anything else that you want. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and I hope to catch you all in the next video.